What's up, my guys? I'm your host, Cody, and welcome back. And if you heard that intro, that means one thing. Yes, you stumbled across this god-awful YouTube channel. I mean, you probably fell asleep, but hey, that sounds like a you problem. So what we do here on the report card is I take a wrestling show, I break down each match, I give them a letter grade. At the end, I tally them some bitches up to give that show its own report card. So today, we're talking the March 13th edition of Monday Night Raw on the road to WrestleMania. Not only do we have Brock Lesnar and Edge going face-to-face with both of their WrestleMania opponents tonight, we got Cody Rhodes in action against my guy, L.A. Knight. Yeah, we got the soon-to-be Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio in the house, and he's face-to-face with that waste of the space of the sun he calls Dom Mysterio. We got both the U.S. champ and the Raw Women's champ in action. We got Seth freaking Rollins in action, and in the main event, we got a street fight between Solo and Kevin Owens. As you can tell, we got a lot to talk about, so without further ado, go ahead, buckle up your seatbelts, and let's get to grading, my guy. So we get tonight started off with those 6 words that we all love to hear. I'm talking about the ones that make you feel all nimbly-bimbly like when it's whispered in your ear. That's right. So you think you know me? By God, it's Edge. Edge is here. He came out and he called Rhea Ripley Wednesday. That was funny. Before moving his attention to Finn Balor, he accepted his challenge. So at WrestleMania 39, it will be Edge taking on Finn Balor, wait for it, inside Hell in a Cell. With the Judgment Day standing atop the ramp, Finn Balor just smiled and responded with, "Remember, hell spit me out because they couldn't handle my demons," if you catch his drift. Hopefully, the ropes are a little bit more sturdy this time around. But yeah, it looks like it's going to end up being Demon Finn Balor versus Brood Edge inside Hell in a Cell. But before that happens at WrestleMania tonight, Finn Balor just sicked the Judgment Day on the Edge, but thankfully, out came Gargano, his wife LeRae, and Dexter Lumis to save the day, even the odds. Now for that, I'm gonna slap a beat on that sumbitch, but no time to race, because this led straight into a tag match between the 4 guys, with both ladies looking on ringside. What up, Wednesday? We come back from the break, and we got the big boys, Lumis and Priest, throwing down before Gargano tagged in, and that sumbitch is quicker than a hiccup, I tell you what. Then ex-con Dom hit the 3 Amigos suplex, you bastard. Then that little sack of shit even went for the 619, but Gargano avoided and ended up spearing that sumbitch through the ropes. Lumis then tagged in, he started going crazy, so Dom tagged back in and tried picking up a quick near fall with his feet up on the ropes, shocker, but Candice LeRae came over knocking his feet down, which was not smart on her part, because Rhea Ripley just ran over and broke her in half over the barricade. Then as Dexter Lumis was staring Wednesday down, Priest came over, knocked his block off, then back in the ring, Dom damn near got the 1, 2, 3 again, but it's Johnny Wrestling on the spot to save the day. So Lumis ended up getting Dom in that head and arm submission that always gets the job done for him, but he didn't see Damian Priest, who made the blind tag back in. He hit a massive South of Heaven choke slam, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. He got the 1, 2, 3 for the Judgment Day, and they build that momentum, headed up into WrestleMania. Well, as y'all know, next up, I gotta grade that first, don't I? I'm gonna give that sumbitch a B+. I thought that was a pretty good match. Lots of twists and turns and good action the whole time. Well, next up, ahead of the colossal match at WrestleMania, we got the Beast, Brock Lesnar, face-to-face in the ring with the 7'3", 420-pound Omos, and holy shit, and anyone who said they weren't excited for this is crazy, because when these two met in the ring, the whole crowd was chanting, you guessed it, holy shit. Now, after being face-to-face, Omos reached out to shake the Beast's hand. Brock accepted, but when he went to let go, Omos wouldn't, so Brock just stepped on that big sumbitch's foot before going to suplex the 7'3", 400-pounder. However, Omos hit him with a big back elbow and then tried to throw him on the ropes. I mean, he struggled a little bit, but at the end, he got him over, and Brock really put Omos over, in my opinion, because he legit just walked away, and not trying to sound like Michael Cole or whatever, but when did we ever see anyone make Brock Lesnar walk away? Alright, I'm gonna be real. For that segment, it's just gonna get a C+. Yeah, the fumbling over the ropes, it was definitely that definitely killed the momentum. That crowd went from here all the way down. Like, you went from Omos to Hornswoggle on the crowd levels. It was terrible. But still, I think it's gonna be a better match than expected. Hopefully they can make up from this. Not gonna say whose fault it was. There's no reason to really put blame. But hey, let's keep it on moving, because up next we go back to the action. We got Cody Rhodes taking on L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now, after Cody went to taking to Twitter today saying that this match was just much needed practice before WrestleMania, we had a game LA night tonight, but after a disaster kick and a Cody cutter, Cody loaded that sumbitch up for the crossroads, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Cody picked up the 1-2-3 and continues his momentum heading into WrestleMania. Then after the match, Cody got on the mic and basically said, screw Paul Heyman's little warnings, I'm gonna do what I want. Acknowledge Roman? Nah, he needs to be acknowledging me, my guy. And come April 2nd, Cody Rhodes will be your new, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world. We all know that's a lie. We know come WrestleMania, Roman's gonna... I ain't gonna say it because I don't want to make all y'all mad yet. But, I mean, that was cute though, Cody. I'm gonna give that a B+. That really was pretty good. You know I'm a Cody fan, but come on, y'all know who my guy is. Well, next, we did watch Bronson Reed literally try to murder a grown-ass man on live TV. Now, Elias got a few moves in, but after about 5 minutes, that big old sumbitch hit the top ropes, hit Elias with a big tsunami, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Reed picks up the 1-2-3, and I like the build that we're giving this guy. I mean, don't forget, he did beat Okada. I mean, might as well add Roman Reigns to the list. Got y'all right there, but seriously, after WrestleMania, what's wrong with throwing this guy in like the Intercontinental or the US title picture? That's all I'm saying. So for that little squash match right there, it was good, hard hitting. I'm gonna give it a B-. Speaking of the United States Championship, up next, we got Austin Theory in action as he's taking on Angelo Dawkins. Now, after getting absolutely cooked on the mic this last week by John Cena, Theory walked up on the Street Profits who were backstage laughing while they were watching the video package, and I won't lie, Theory got on the mic and did his thing with those two. He shut them both up and even tried driving a little wedge between them when he asked who's the toughest out of the Street Profits. Is it Ford? Is it Dawkins? Anyways, he then mocked him for not even being in a match at WrestleMania. So all this talk obviously pissed the Profits off. So now we got Theory taking on Dawkins, and Theory was just manhandling Dawkins. But after a game-changing suplex, Dawkins was starting to roll, my guy. He damn near pulled off the upset, but he went for that 360 splash one too many times. He loaded up that sumbitch one last time, but right as he landed, Theory was there with a massive left hook, which cleaned Doc's clock. Theory capitalized quickly with the A-Town down, and you know the drill. Ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Then after the match, he sent a little message over to his Mania opponent, John Cena, as he applied the STFU until Montez Ford had to come running down to save the day. Now, I thought that was a pretty good match. I'm going to always say this, Theory, you cannot deny the guy in the ring, okay? I'm going to give that a B+. Next up, we got the soon-to-be Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio, who came out. He was thanking everybody, extremely honored about his WWE Hall of Fame induction, when that sack of shit, excuse for a human being, Dom Mysterio came down and once again ruined everything, and I mean everything, for his dad. Like, I thought I was a terrible son. No, this guy takes the cake right here, my guy. Anyways, Dom continued on and on about how mistreated he was growing up. Like when his friends turned 16, they all got Mercedes for their birthday, but when Dom turned 16, no, he just got a lousy BMW, and it wasn't even the Imp series. Like, okay, maybe Dom does have a point in all this. Anyways, Dom then continued to verbally abuse his own pops, then challenged him to a match at WrestleMania, but once again, Rey reiterated that he won't fight his own son, so Rey started to walk off as Dom continued to flap his little gums. So yeah, maybe at Mania we'll see Rey versus Dom. Dom's gonna definitely retire his own dad, probably hit him with a 619, hit him with the frog splash. Go ahead and prepare yourselves because it's gonna piss you off, okay? So for that segment right there, I'm gonna slap a B- on that sumbitch. And then next up, in action, we got Seth freaking Rollins going up against bum-ass Corbin. Now, after Corbin offered to teach Rollins some boxing lessons, you know, after getting knocked out by Logan Paul last week, Rollins responded by saying he'd rather have his own 2-year-old daughter teach him instead. So, I mean, yeah, these two gotta throw down now. With The Miz watching along ringside, Corbin didn't even wait for the bell to get this sumbitch started here. With the help of the WWE Universe, though, Rollins got right back into it and even sent Corbin crashing over into The Miz. So this pissed The Miz off. He tried to run interference, but all he did was embarrass himself. After he laid his ass out, Rollins launched himself off of The Miz's back to deliver the stomp on Corbin, and Ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Rollins gets a 1, 2, 3. And next week, it looks like Logan Paul's coming back. So we'll see what's going on there. Now, for that match right there, it was pretty good. I'm going to give it a B-. And we got to keep it pushing. I told y'all, this was an action-packed episode. Now, unfortunately, it does look like we're going to break up the Alpha Academy. But if this means we get like a Chris Farley-esque Otis and a legit Chad Gable singles push, then I'm all here for it, my guy. Now, next up, we go over to the women's division as we got the WWE Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair taking on Chelsea Green, WWE's own residential Karen. Now, Green had her new best friend. No, not Chucky T, damn it. I'm saying Carmella. Carmella was ringside, and it did take long for her to get involved. With the ref's back turn, she straight kicked the champ in the face. But even with all that, it wasn't enough to take the champ down. Bianca hate the KOD, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. The EST got the 1, 2, 3. After the match, Carmella tried to attack again, but then came Asuka down to help the champ. However, after they took care of business, Asuka started playing, I guess, mind games with the champ. I don't know. Like, I feel like with the WWE, with Asuka versus Bianca, it's like, we all think you had a great idea. But when it comes to the execution, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this match is going to be great, but the build-up, it ain't really been all that. So for that match and what followed right there, I'm going to give it a C because it's just the same thing we've been seeing week after week. Well, as y'all know, that's enough of the talk because it's time for the main event. For the 13th week in a row, we got Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sikoa, but this time, no need to worry about any DQs, my guy, because by God, we got ourselves a street fight, brother. And KO was listening to the crowd. He went down under the ring, pulled out of the table, but right before the break, Solo grabbed that sumbitch and shoved it right back under the ring. And I gotta say, that is such a great, underrated heel move. Like, that really pissed the fans off. Who knows? Maybe next he'll go grab a drink and throw it in a kid's face. Anyways, after the break, Kevin Owens then threw every chair he could get his hands on in the ring, laid Solo out on top of them all, but as he climbed the ropes, Solo recovered, met him atop the ropes, the two just started brawling, when by God, Solo launched that sumbitch back first into all of them. KO gonna be walking around with that Shawn Michaels back next week, brother. Solo then lured KO all the way back to the gorilla position, where unbeknownst to Kevin, the Usos were lying in wait with a super kick party. Oh, wrong team there. But then, after literally dragging his ass all the way back down to the ring, Solo delivered the Umaga Spike, and you know the drill. Ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Solo gets the 1, 2, 3. It looks like all's back on top with the bloodline, but still, what the hell is Jey Uso doing? I know something's up there. Y'all can mark me on that. Well, for that main event right there, I'm going to give that a B+. Like, yeah, coming into it, I wasn't excited because we've seen this match so many times, but those two really put on right there, I got to say. Well, y'all know what time of the show it is. We got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, an 84%. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, with obviously having a huge Raw last week and a pretty big show lined up for next week, for this being a quote-unquote filler show, I thought this was pretty good. A lot of in-ring action. Like, that's what you gotta do. 1 week promos, 1 week get them in the ring, damn it. Well, as y'all know, my name's Cody. I'm gonna be signing off once again. Shout out to OG Bobby Johnson for the beat. Go follow him on SoundCloud. Other than that, all y'all folks stay safe and have a nice day.